Hi everyone from
Okay.
Elizabeth Casey Show. Joining us today is pediatrician Dr. Sayeda Husain, who is partnering with Abbott about to share tips on staying healthy throughout all the festivities, including keeping BinaxNOW self-tests on hand. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Doctor, can we discuss how we can be best prepared for holiday gatherings, especially as we hear about rising cases of the flu, RSV, and COVID?
Yeah, great question. Well, first off, I recommend you look inside your own house. So go to your medicine cabinet and clear out any expired products. You're going to want to make way for wellness essentials, health products that you will be using in this cold and flu season. So COVID-19 self-test, that's an evergreen test to keep on hand in your medicine cabinet, but also a good digital thermometer, making sure that if you are feeling sick though, you'll want to stay home. You don't want to travel and potentially expose others to other viruses.
And what are some other ways that parents and families can remain COVID cautious as they navigate through the holiday season?
Yeah, great question. And again, COVID is still very much with us. So I recommend investing in COVID-19 self-tests that you can do at home if you do develop symptoms. BinaxNOW COVID-19 self-tests are very convenient. You can keep them in your medicine cabinet. You can keep them in your bag if you're traveling on the go, a carry-on or a checked bag. And then again, if you're traveling in indoor crowded areas, make sure you're masking to potentially keep your germs to yourself. And consider washing your hands very frequently. This is super important. Hand sanitizer as well is a great option. And then try to avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth.
That's a great tip. Also, something very important. How can we tell the difference between do I have a cold, flu, or COVID symptoms when they are so similar?
It's very hard to tell. So that's why testing is incredibly important, because it will help determine your next steps if you test positive. So for example, if you test positive for flu and you're within the window of starting Tamiflu, so symptom onset, and you're a good candidate, that's a conversation you need to have with your doctor. Now, on the other hand, if you test positive for COVID-19, that's going to, start a new step of actions where you're trying to isolate, you're trying to stay away from others, and you're hopefully reaching out to those who you've been around so that they can appropriately test as well.
Absolutely. And which other advice do you have for people during this season?
Well, again, consider following your CDC guidelines. That's incredibly important if you do test positive for COVID-19. And let's say you test negative, then I appropriately think you should go to your urgent care, your doctor's office, your pediatrician, so you could be tested for flu as well, and follow symptomatic management.
And finally, where can we go for more information?
So for more information, I recommend you go to Walgreens, Walmart, or CVS. You can purchase the tests in store or online.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.